Hi, my name's Harry Allen, and I'm an industrial designer from New York City.
They work with everything. And I think the size is like the right size.
Yep.
So
Here today, working on a project that I cooked up. I have a line of products that I designed that are cast from real life, and they're widely distributed. And there's a little piggy bank that's cast from a real pig. There's a series of wall hooks that are cast from my hands, and it's a fairly successful product line. And I've always wanted to do something in glass. The problem is casting in glass is a difficult, laborious process. So as I started thinking about it, I realized that it might be more or easier for me to find the mold rather than the object to cast. And as I was thinking about it, I stumbled upon this idea of the waffle iron as it's sort of an iconic, or the waffle is an iconic object, and waffle irons are very readily available. And so I went on eBay and I collected a wide variety of waffle irons, and then I brought them up here, and then the last couple of days we've been testing glass in the waffle irons just to see what we can get out of them. It was actually a little anticlimactic because there weren't more challenges. I have on hand this master glassmaker that can solve any challenge that's presented to him. So it's sort of exciting if there's challenges, and Glass Lab is sort of all about that. When I've worked with Glass Lab, it's sort of exciting to bring them some crazy idea, and everyone's sort of trying to figure out how it's going to get made. Yesterday went really smoothly. The only thing that happened, and I was surprised about, is we cracked one of the molds. I sort of assumed, cast iron was this very sturdy material, and I'm sure these some of the molds were very old, and some of them are probably good cast iron. The thing is, if you were really casting glass, you would make a much thicker mold that would be more durable. So you're sort of, that's the girl said yesterday. She said, well, I guess it wasn't made for 2,000 degrees or whatever, the temperature of glass. It's meant to be used on the stove to make waffles is what it's meant for. So, that reapplication of the waffle iron sort of, they cracked. Then today they were heating up, and they were getting, some of the waffles were getting stuck in there. But basically, we popped out a series of waffles just the way we sort of thought it was going to be, and it all went a lot quicker than we thought, I think.